What's going on, boys? Sam Arch here. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you guys through how you know that you're about to become rich and how you know that you're on the pathway to become rich, or, make a lot of money. I wouldn't say rich, but definitely make a substantial amount of income. Okay, so look, if you're watching this video, your goal is probably to make 10K, 20K, or 30K a month. Okay, and while you're on your journey to hitting these revenue goals, okay, you're going to be stressed throughout the whole thing, right? You're going to be stressed at making no money, at 0K to 2K a month, and then you're going to be stressed, when you start signing clients and you start figuring this shit out and boosting up to 10K, right? But as you go through it, as you start hitting these revenue goals, your stress level, okay, the threshold you're going to have for stress is going to start to increase, right? Problems that you had at 0 to 1K, okay, let's say you're stressing about like a simple problem like I need to, do this, or I need to make some money, I need to sign a client. You're not gonna have, that stress isn't gonna be hitting that threshold, that problem isn't gonna be hitting that threshold at 20K, right? Because you've withstood it, you've surpassed it. So it's so important to remember, as you become more successful and as you make more money, your stress threshold will boost up, okay? Now, as you keep going up, as you keep getting more stressed, you're gonna be facing more problems, and the problems that you're facing at 20K a month aren't gonna be a problem at 50K a month, because you're gonna know how to solve it, but you're gonna have more problems at 50K a month and you're gonna be more stressed. So stress is the clear indicator of how successful, or the track that you are on to making more money, okay? If you're not stressed, then you're not doing it right, because it means you're not progressing, okay? Now, we need to talk about what is stress, how do you become stressed, and how do you get rid of stress, right? Now, stress is basically you're worrying about things that haven't happened yet, okay? You're so caught up on things that aren't happening, but things that could take place, right? So let's say you're making no money at all, okay? And you're stressed about signing a client. You're stressed because you haven't signed a client, right? But you don't know when you're gonna sign a client, so why are you stressed about it? You know what I mean? If you had a clear-cut plan of when you're gonna sign a client, if someone told you you're gonna sign a client in 41 days, okay? If you just keep doing exactly what you're doing, you'll sign a client in 41 days, then you wouldn't be stressed anymore, because you know when it's gonna happen, right? So the reason you're stressed all the time is because you're thinking about things that haven't happened yet. Now, it's so important just to play this day by day and not think months or weeks ahead. Really just play it day by day, because if you think too far ahead, right, that's when you're gonna get stressed. That's when you're really gonna start overthinking shit and making the wrong decisions. But if you just play it day by day, okay, maybe plan out 2 days ahead, I wouldn't say go any further than that, then you're gonna know exactly what you need to do to get to that, what you need to do to get to the end of the week or get to that midweek mark, and you're not gonna be stressed about it, because you're gonna know what's happening, because you've planned it out, right? So the clear indicator for stress is thinking about the unknown and basically making it worry you, okay? Now, the best way to get rid of stress, it's simply just know what you're doing, okay? Have a clear-cut plan, and this was a problem with me for a while. I didn't have a clear-cut plan, okay? I was panicking or worrying about what would happen in 2 months' time if I kept going down this path, or if, I lost a client, if I lost 5 clients every single month for 2 months, my business would go to shit, right? And it was really making me worry. But why am I worrying about 2 months ahead, right? So what I did in this situation is I talked to my mentor, and I was really stressed at this point, right? I was thinking, fuck, I think this is gonna really fail. I think I'm gonna have to go back home and go broke again, right? But then I started talking to my mentor, and he basically just shined a light on me and showed me the path of what I need to do to get to where I want to go, right? He showed me the path, and as soon as he showed me the path and showed me what I need to do, then the stress was gone. I'm like, cool, I know what I need to do now. I'm not stressed when I know exactly what I need to do. You're stressed because you don't know what to do and you keep thinking about the outcome, okay? So instead of just thinking about the outcome of what's gonna happen if this and this happens, rather than doing that, just think about what you need to do to get to the outcome. As long as you can keep thinking about actionable steps you need to take, then you're not going to be stressed because you're going to be achieving those steps, right? Now, it's all good and well. You got to think about what you need to do, the actionable steps, but you actually have to execute on these as well, right? And if you're a fucking procrastinator and you don't execute, then, that's a problem in itself. But I'm just going to talk to you guys as if every single person watching this video is an executor, is a person that thinks about something they're going to do and then they get it done, all right? They don't sit there procrastinating, thinking, oh, I should probably do this, but I can't be fucked. No, you think about what you need to do and you get it done. Do that day in, day out, you'll get to where you want to go, okay? And you're not going to be stressed throughout the whole journey. Now, everyone says, enjoy the journey because you'll look back on it in a couple of years and be like, yeah, that was a good time. And to enjoy the journey, enjoy the moment you're in, it's really hard to do that when you're fucking a stressful fucking little anxiety attack, like one step away from crumbling down and just dirking your schmirk. All right? So, to enjoy the journey, you need to know what you need to do, okay? You need to take actionable steps and stop fucking stressing about shit. Literally just have your goal, okay, and backtrack it. Say, I need to do this by this month. I won't even put a date to it. Don't even put a date to your goal. Just say, I want to get to this, okay, and then backtrack everything you need to do to get there, and then you have the actionable steps that you need to take to achieve the goal. Execute on them steps, execute on those actions, and you'll be one step closer to achieving it. And it's a very important thing to remember that enough good days is a good week, and enough good weeks is a good month, and enough good months is a good year. So if we just go back to the first thing I said, and it's enough good days is a good week, you just need to be focusing on the next day, today and the next day, okay? Don't think weeks in ahead, don't think months in ahead. Today and the next day, today and the next day. Keep doing that, keep winning those days, you'll win the weeks, you'll win the months, you'll win the years, and in a matter of time, you will be in a penthouse driving a Lamborghini, living your dream life, doing whatever the fuck you want, all right? So guys, the most important thing to take away from this video is the reason you're stressed, if you are stressed, is because you don't know what you're doing. It's because you don't know what's gonna happen, or you're thinking about an outcome too much, right? Rather than thinking about an outcome, think about the steps you need to take to achieve the outcome and take action on those steps. Pretty much stop thinking, more doing. The more you do, the less you think, the less you'll be stressed. So keep taking action, stop thinking about it so much, okay? The most important thing to remember is if you're looking up to, these big gurus or these influencers, all right, you have to realize that they were no smarter than you are when they started. When they were in the exact position you are, they didn't have a fucking clue either, okay? Even me. When I was at 0K a month, I was no smarter than you. I just took more actions, all right, and got to where I am now. So the only way you can learn is by action taking. So take the actions, you will learn, you'll get to where you want to go, and your results are guaranteed, but time isn't. So that's also, or speed isn't. That's a great thing to remember. You will get to where you want to go, but stop putting a time frame on it. Stop making deadlines for your goals, because that's where the stress comes from, and that is why you're a fucking little ball of stress and panic. All right, so I hope you got some value from this video. If you guys want some more help, or if you guys are seeking a bit of advice in the early stages or even in the mid stages, growing from 20 to 50K a month, I have a school community. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's completely free, okay? You can join it for free. And if you guys want some advice, you can hop in there. I do weekly coaching calls. I'm in the chat quite a lot. Ask me a question, I'm more than happy to help you on it, okay? But yeah, I don't really care if you click on the link or not, just know it is there if you guys want something more than just a YouTube channel, right? But I hope you got some value from this video. If you guys want to leave a comment, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to leave a comment about something you want me to make a video about, would love that as well. Like I said, I hope you got some value, and that's all. Peace.